Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, ChrissieGirl, and now we are on to part 7 of my Sonic 06 playthrough. Again, if you don't want to watch this playthrough with commentary, head on over to VG Playthrough. I've posted a non-commentary version up.
Chaos Control!
Yay. Everybody do the time warp! Let's do the time warp again! Let's do the time warp again! It's just a jump to the left, and then a step to the right. Oh, I better shut up before some music company flags my video. Or says they own some copyright, even though I'm only singing the song. I'm not completely stealing it. And I'll probably took about 10 seconds of that. I do not want people earning any more money off of my videos than already is happening on VG Playthrough. Dramatic scene! Looking at a newspaper! But yeah, we're back in Soliana now. Back in the present. So now we've got to find that bitch of a princess who keeps getting herself kidnapped. Believe it or not, she'll have actually been kidnapped a 3rd time by now. She was I think that might be the case, but in another story, Amy happens to rescue Elise. And I think it might have happened before now, but then again it might have happened after. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe. Anyway, these things are shops as well, so if you haven't bought it already, buy yourself the bounce bracelet. You're probably going to need it at some point. It's significantly worse than Sonic Adventure 2's. Anyway, I probably never mentioned this before, but the civilians all have different boxes above their heads. The ones with yellow boxes don't say anything important in the fucking frame rate. The ones with orange above their heads, speak to them if you haven't got a clue what to do next, because they should be able to point you in the right direction, though some of them may not be helpful, and that is why you need the bounce bracelet. Now it's just getting into this fucking thing. You have got to go in it. I know that for a fact, but it's just not letting me go in there. Why isn't it letting me go in there? Have I got a bounce in there? Bounce. Thank you. Yeah, I suppose you've got a bounce in there then. Another magic mirror. Radical train. Isn't it ironic how all the stages... Well, there's been a whole bunch of stages in Sonic games with the title Radical in it. Well, with Radical in the title, I should say. Radical Highway. Radical Train. There's quite a few of them. I can't remember all of them, but there's quite a few of them. Radical. Oh, yeah. I was saying about the civilians around Soliana. Orange boxes will help you. Yellow boxes won't do anything. Blue boxes above their heads means they have a town mission. Yeah. Anyway, we're playing Radical Train now. We're not in Soliana, so obviously Eggman has put bombs on the track to blow up Elise. Yeah, he needs her, and yet he wants to blow her up. I'm confused. But yeah, basically you have to hit the switch before the train hits the station and blows up. Otherwise it blows up, you lose a life. Because Elise's life is directly in contact with yours. If she dies, you die. She's that important. Right, this is the second one. Second switch under these boxes. I highly recommend going for the switches before taking out the enemies. Unless you're in one of those situations where you don't really have much choice. Once you hit the switch, you can continue. So you don't actually need to kill the enemies If memory serves, I could be wrong. So, this is probably one of the more interesting stages in the game, I think. I don't hate it. Obviously, the game itself isn't perfect, but I did kind of find the stage okay because, you know, it does offer a little bit of difference in the gameplay. You know, you have to stay ahead of that train and hit those switches. Right here, you have to defeat this robot in order to hit the switch. Hit the leg first and you should be able to get the switch. And that's it. There's only 3 switches you've got to hit, and then you're heading straight into a Mach Speed section. Radical Train really isn't that long a stage. At least not compared to Flame Core. And one of the other stages we'll be tackling later on in this playthrough.
Elise's train is...
So yeah, this Mach Speed section, not as bad, I don't think, as Crisis City. You don't have so much shit flying at you, but you will have to avoid these train, you know, little train carriages. Oh, and these jumps occasionally can be a little bit of a bitch. I've got the feeling that I died. I don't know why. Right, get to this segment. The train will blow up, so head to the side, you know, of the track, so it doesn't blow up in your face. It will start, you know, flickering graphically when it's about to blow up.
Hang on.
And even though the goal ring's up there, it doesn't matter, because this game is broken.
Just made it.
Yeah, that was Radical Train. Definitely one of the easier stages. And also definitely one of the more interesting stages as well. I think Shadow's version of Radical Train is also fairly interesting, follows a similar sort of idea to Sonic's. But Silver's is just boring.
I knew it.
And the princess is rescued again.
You had to.
You again. This time,
Look
there
who
will
it
be
is.
No more interruptions. The ableist
He's gonna
trigger
kick Sonic's ass
must
again.
Die.
Sonic.
I'm not even kidding. He'll kick Sonic's ass. Slow-mo. Who saw that one coming? It's got to be the 3rd, 4th time she's been kidnapped. Well, it's the 3rd time in Sonic's story. But you know, that's ridiculous.
I'm Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Epic. I'm Shadow, Shadow the Hedgehog. And I'm going to own your ass. You can probably already guess that there will actually be a fight between Shadow and Silver in their respective stories. But not for Sonic's, because Sonic's got to go and rescue the princess.
Now stop it. You have nowhere to go.
I would rather die than be your prisoner again.
So what are you going to do, princess?
Funny, because he was quite willing to kill her a while ago by putting her on a train that's about to blow up.
Farewell.
And Elise has just proved she's suicidal
Sonic.
when she needs to be.
You won't get away that easily.
Yay! Boss time! Is this the 4th boss in Sonic's story already? Yeah, after this one there won't be a boss until the end of the game. So here we go, Egg Genesis. Not much I can say about this boss, apart from the fact that the camera really sucks in it, and it prevented me from doing as well as I would have liked to. If memory serves, I mean, the first time I played against this boss, I had no difficulty, but I think if you use Bounce Bracelet, you might have an easier time. But generally, what you've got to do is hit that orange bit there, like so. If you can get it done quickly, which I have managed to before, you should be able to take this guy out pretty quickly. I've never actually tried using the Bounce Bracelet. I don't know if it helps. But the camera really, really is bad on this boss. I mean, terrible. And like I said, it can hinder your performance in this boss, because sometimes you won't be able to hit the middle, particularly if you're using the homing attack and not the... Oh, bollocks, let go. See, sometimes you'll just find you've only got a limited time to hit him, and then he'll go back up again. See, I'm trying so hard. Like I said, I've never actually tried it with a Bounce Bracelet, mainly because usually I forget the Bounce Bracelet is there. I've only ever used it once in Sonic Story. And I have actually managed to successfully beat this guy with just using the homing attack and getting an S rank before, but this time it's just, I can't do it. I'm trying. I'm really trying. So yeah, I'm pretty sure someone's going to comment on this video saying, well, why didn't you use the Bounce Bracelet? Would have made your life so much easier. Well, mainly because, as I said, I've forgotten it. And secondly, I don't know if it works. But if it does work, thanks, it made my life a lot easier. Like I said, the camera is the biggest enemy in this boss. It will fuck you over more times than you can count. I mean, he's come down, what, 2-3 times now, and I've been unable to hit him. There's no excuse for that. I would have enjoyed this boss a lot more had the camera not been so shit. Finally, we hit him. Every time you hit him, yeah, you've probably noticed, every time you hit him, you knock one of his big, huge arms off. Obviously, he's also going to try and hit me with a stupid laser. You missed. Now let's see how long it takes me with a hit. Oh, straight away. Why didn't you fucking do that to begin with? Run like crazy, you bitchin' hedgehog. Let's try and hit this thing one more time. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stupid camera. Yay! But it's not over yet. Got one last hurdle.
Sonic, look out!
Basically, he's going to fly at you. He's going to try and crash into you. He's thinking if he's going down, he's taking you with him. So run like crazy just to prevent this from happening. Fairly easy. But obviously, like I said, the camera prevents you from getting a good score as you would initially like to. I mean, I fucking sucked. Maybe I should have tried the Bounce Bracelet, but like I said, I was doing a playthrough, I was going with what I knew, and I forgot that it was there. So that's that. More sweet mushy nonsense between Sonic and Elise coming right up.
That was a gutsy move back there.
Well, I was desperate and,
It was a
I had to get
stupid
away.
move.
I owe you a lot, Sonic.
Oh, look at Sonic getting all embarrassed, so sweet!
Sonic!
I'll head into the jungle.
Anyway, I think that will just about wrap this up for this part. Snuggle down nicely. It's going to be a bumpy ride. See you in part 8.